Is this what you want, Mom? Is this what you get? Is this what you want, Mom? Is this what you get? We'll find out in my review of Hardware. Hey everybody, I hope y'all doing well today. My Take Two review for this week is Hardware from 1990 by Richard Stanley. You've probably not heard of this movie because most of the movies I enjoy, most regular people haven't seen. But yes, this is a movie by Richard Stanley, and Richard Stanley's done a lot of wild movies like Color Out of Space, The Island of Dr. Moreau, Dust Devil, The Other Worlds, and quite a few others, but they're even lesser known. But Hardware is a post-apocalyptic movie, and if you can't tell, that's a genre I really enjoy. Your main... sorry about that, my neighbor will not fix his exhaust. Your main protagonist is Dylan McDermott, and he's a scavenger. The world's... you don't really know if it's just climate change, nuclear war, or what. I don't believe it tells you. But most of the world is just burnt up to a crisp. I mean, it's deserts. It's just not a nice place to be in. And Dylan McDermott, he plays a scavenger. And at first you see him walking through the wastelands, and he finds some pieces of this robot. And the robot's the Mark 13. And he brings them back to his girlfriend in the city, who's an artist. And they enjoy each other's company, and things go on for a little while. What none of them know is that the government has been working on population control, and part of the population control is the Mark 13. And the Mark 13, while she's really in... this movie came out in 1990 at the peak of the industrial music, and there's a lot of industrial music in it and a lot of heavy metal, but she's like a industrial sculpture type artiste, and she puts the main brain for the Mark 13 into her art. Well, it decides to rebuild itself and go on the attack. And it makes for a pretty decent, even to this day, pretty decent, just crazy robot movie. There's other aspects to it, like that one of the neighbors is a sort of stalker, sort of it's a very almost prescient to today's time, but instead of somebody stalking you through Instagram, he's just doing the old-fashioned way of stalking her through the window with a telephoto lens. But I think it's a really good movie. It's... if you don't like sci-fi, you don't like post-apocalyptic stuff, heavy metal, or industrial music, or just Richard Stanley's style of directing, you're probably not going to enjoy it. But if any of these things pique your interest, check it out. It also has Lemmy of Motorhead as a water taxi driver, playing the Ace of Spades in his car, which, I mean, you can't shit on a movie with that in it. It also was the first movie I ever imported. I imported not this version that I showed in the intro, but I imported it like 13 or 14 years ago from Germany. It took like 2 months. But at that time there was no DVD of it here. Now I have this fancy Blu-ray. Anyways, we'll see y'all next week for some kind of new movie, hopefully.